Hey guys, Jinlux here, back with our semi-blind playthrough of Morrowind. I was thinking more about our little tomb excursion the last time, and we got the brown rot or whatever it was that we got from the lesser bone walker. Was that the creature? And yeah, they pretty sure they definitely, because you're supposed to go there for the storyline, right? So it would make a lot of sense that they were trying to teach you about some of the game mechanics. They put that there, they put the little shrine there, and then they're expecting you to get some sort of disease, and they're like, yeah, you know, if you get this, you could use the shrines to heal them. So that's good game design. And yeah, I like it. The other thing is, you know, they give you the little advice. They're like, yeah, you know, adventurers always carry a couple of, you know, cure blight potions and cure common disease potions on them. And it's like, that's just good in general, but it almost seems like it's not everyone carries them. You know what I mean? It's almost a very specific. You have to find people that carry this stuff. That's dead, right? I killed that last time. And we're good on, well, I didn't sell the racer plumes or this stuff, but that's okay. That's okay. We could. I'm just happy we got extravagant pants. It's gonna sound really stupid. If I find a clothier, I might actually see if we could buy a better shirt. Rather than just looting stuff off bodies. But I gave him pants. I didn't leave the dead body. I did not leave the dead body without pants. I'm a, you know, benevolent grave robber is what I am. Alright, so now we're going back to the Adrano ancestral tomb to finish looting it and steal the skull of someone. The fact that the skull is marked means he's probably the head honcho or of some import. Yep. I need to check. You know, it's really frustrating a little bit. Not this game. This game is fine. I want to play so many games, and I have like the Steam backlog, and I just worry that I'm gonna run out of time. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to play all the games that I want to anyway before we run out of time. And that sucks. But you know, I'm basically doing, like, when I have a day off, like today, I'm trying to do as many of these as possible. But it's gonna fill up my hard drive, and then I have to process them and, you know, upload them, and that takes time. I'm not at Pelagiad yet. Wait, what is that? Did I pass it already? No. We're good. And so it's just like,
what can I do for you, friend?
You know, I have to sort of process them and upload them and then delete them and pray that it doesn't get screwed up on, you know, the YouTube side or the BitChute side before they get published. Which, you know, YouTube's fantastic about that. I gotta be honest. Like, they're great. BitChute is not. BitChute, you have to really watch. You know, you can only. It definitely feels very indie dev kind of. You can only upload one at a time. You have to watch it. Once it's uploaded, then you have to click upload. You know, it's not like YouTube where you just say upload and it's like, yep, okay, I'll handle this, don't worry about it, and then when it's done, it's done. You know, it's sometimes it times out, sometimes you upload it and then it just won't process it, because whatever you upload, they have to convert to whatever their format is, which is, my understanding, is probably terrible. And you can only upload 2 gig files, which at first they weren't telling you that was the limit, and it wouldn't even fail, it would just never process, and you're like, what's going on? And then eventually they're like, oh yeah, we're changing it to this. It's like, we knew that was the case all along. You know, and then some of the time you go and it's just, I don't know, the videos don't work for whatever reason. All right, so we've been here, we've walked around this side. We need to... Actually, it sounds strange, but playing this game kind of makes me want to play Daggerfall, because the dungeon design, I understand, in Daggerfall is insane. It's like procedurally generated or randomized, I'm not sure. And sometimes it's done and you can't actually finish the mission, and you actually can be... because something that you actually need is in a place that is inaccessible due to the dungeon, how the dungeon is built. So, yeah, that's interesting. But I thought those were the arrows. But yeah, this is somewhat confusing. I don't know if I want to take that. Nope, 30 for 60. Nah, not worth it. Oh my gosh, I'm door stuck. Wait. Alright, then we went in here and that was... Ooh, little greasy sliding around there. No, but my, ooh. But the point was... You know, I only have so much hard drive space, I guess, and that I have to take risks of maybe losing whole episodes because I'm recording all these so quickly, and then I have to upload them and then delete them off my hard drive. You know. Alright, are you an archer? I see a shield, so no. Another bone walker, huh? Well, let's fight this dude first. That's right. I'm gonna get the brown rot from this thing probably again. Oh wait, what did I just pick up? Was that bone meal? Dagger of Judgment. I mean... Not super great, though. Not a lot of value. Is this the skull? Okay, that's the skull. A cloth sack with a bunch of... Ooh, ash salts. Alright, we'll take the skull. There it is. Scroll of Elemental Burst. Fire. Okay. Fire damage. So it does direct damage, and then it does area damage. That's cool. Cheap Restore Luck. Bargain Shock Resistance. And then, is this my same helmet? Native Gajulan Bone Mold Helm. Yes, it is. Cool. Earn. You've gained knowledge from this book. Unarmored skill increased to 21. Okay, this is short so we can read it. The 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 15. Kind of reminds me of the 72 Rules of Zot, or Laws of Zot, or whatever, from Hollow Knight. These were the days of Resdania, when Keimer and Dwemer lived under the wise and benevolent rule of the Almcivi and their champion, the Hortator. Who's the Hortator? And we have a quest marked with that name. When the gods of Veloth would retreat under their own to mold the cosmos and other matters, the Hortator would at times become confused. Vivek would always be there to advise him, and this is the third of the 3 lessons of ruling kings. The ruling king will remove me, his maker. This is the way of all children. His greatest enemy is the Sharmat, who is the false dreamer. You or he is the Shingle, Hortator. Beware the wrong walking path. Beware the crime of benevolence. Behold him by his words. I am the Sharmat. I am older than music. What I bring is light. What I bring is a star. What I bring is an ancient sea. When you sleep, you see me, dancing at the core. It is not a blight. It is my house. I put a star into the world's mouth to murder it, tear it down the pylons, my blind fish, swim in the new Phlogiston. Tear down the pylons, my deaf moons, sing and burn and orbit me. I am older than music. What I bring is light. What I bring is a star. What I bring is an ancient sea. You alone, though you come again and again, can unmake him. Whether I allow it is within my wisdom. Go unarmed into his den with these words of power. A Gartok Padhom Chim A Altadun. Or do not. The temporal myth is man. Reach heaven by violence. This magic I give to you. The world you will rule is only an intermittent hope, and you must be the letter written in uncertainty. The ending of those words is Almcivi. You know, there was someone said that... Did I... Oh. Iron Broadsword. Okay. Crippled skeleton. I thought it said conjured skeleton for a moment. Someone said that the writer wrote all 36 sermons of Vivek in, I don't know. I don't know what time frame, but... And apparently he was really drunk or high or something at the time, and Todd supposedly found him, like, passed out on his floor and took a picture after he was up for 5 days writing these things, and I was like, I can kind of see it. Why is there... What is this? What am I scratching here on the cup? What did I... Oh. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm scratching the outside off or if it's something on there, but... Alright, regardless... Okay, excellent. So it's like a little prayer room. Homilies of the Blessed Almalexia. And what do we have here? Iron Dagger, Cloth Sack. Have we read this? Sothasil and the Scribs. Young Sothasil, while playing in the egg mine, saw a number of Scribs in a deep shaft, and he began to cast stones upon them, snickering as they skittered and scattered, until one of the Scribs, lifting his head up in agony, cried out to Sothasil, "Please, please, have mercy, little boy, for what is sport to you is suffering and death to us." And so Sothasil has discovered that that the idle amusements of one may be the solemn tortures of another. Lord Vivek and the contentious beasts. A Shock and a Kagudi were strutting back and forth in a foyada, casting aspersions of one another's looks. "You are the ugliest creature alive," the Shock told the Kagudi. "No, you are the ugliest creature alive," the Kagudi told the Shock, for each thought to himself the most handsome and the other most ugly. Then Lord Vivek chanced by and settled both their disputes. "No, you both are the ugliest creatures alive, and I will not have my pleasant sojourn spoiled by your unseemly squabbling." So he dealt them both mighty blows, shattering their skulls and silencing their argument, and went merrily upon his way. And thus Lord Vivek proved that ugliness is as much in one's manner as in one's appearance. That's not... Yeah, okay. I mean, this is definitely like a religious text. Because you're like, that's not the lesson. But it just shows you Lord Vivek is kind of an ass. But, I mean, that's... It's very Christian, right? Like, what was it? Moses guided the people in the desert for 40 years in the Holy Land, and then he wasn't allowed to go in at the end. I don't remember why. I don't know if he had done something, but, you know. Let's see. Okay, yeah, not too long. The boiled Kaguti. It says if a Kaguti steps into a boiling pool, he will leap out immediately to avoid harm. But if the Kaguti is standing in a pool and a wizard slowly raises the temperature, measure by measure to boiling, the Kaguti will calmly stand in place until he is boiled. Thus we see that we must alert not only to the obvious danger, but also to the subtle degrees by which change may result in danger. The dubious healer. Once upon a time, Telvanni issued forth from his tower and proclaimed to all the world that he was a mighty and learned healer, master of all alchemy and potions, and able to cure all diseases. Lord Vivek looked upon this wizard and listened to him boasting, and then asked him, "How can you pretend to prescribe for others the cure to all diseases when you are unable to cure yourself of your own manifest arrogance and foolishness?" The Gwar and the mud crabs. The Gwar were so tormented by other creatures they did not know where to go. As soon as they saw a single beast approach them, off they dashed in terror. One day they saw a pack of nixhounds ranging about, and in a desperate panic all the Gwar scuttled off towards the sea. Are you getting up, Mr. Kitty? You don't have to. Determined to drown themselves rather than live in such a continual state of fear. But just as they got near the shoreline, a colony of mud crabs, frightened in their turn by the approach of the Gwar, scuttled off and threw themselves into the water. "Truly," said one of the Gwar, "things are not so bad as they seem, for there is always someone worse off than you." The wounded Netch. A wounded Netch lay himself down in a quiet corner of his feeding ground. His healthy companions came in great numbers to inquire after his health, yet each one helped himself to a share of the fodder which had been placed there for his use, so that the poor Netch died not from his wounds, but from the greed and carelessness of his erstwhile friends. And so it is clear that thoughtless companions may bring more harm than help. Yeah, that's a lot of today. The average person just, you know, and their unthinkingness, right? We'll leave it there. That's fine. It's not... Or should I take it? Just... screw it. We'll take it. I need all the books. So I can put them in my house whenever I get it. Alright, so we got the skull. Got ourselves a little skull. And we gotta bring it to Balmora. Should I... Yeah, let's go get that Nordic axe. Was it down here? The hopping is very strange. It's like instead of landing immediately, you slide for a bit, and that's just... Yeah, at some point we'll have to, you know, increase our axe ability, but the spear is the most important thing at the moment for the endurance. And... You want to take this too? Yeah. Expensive shoes. Sure. You are dead. You don't need it anymore. Alright, back to Balmora, right? I mean, was there anything else along the way here? We've already gotten... We got the level, and the first thing we did was increase our... Well, we haven't increased our personality, but right. We've gained some training that will increase our personality, and that'll be good. Once, maybe in this next level. Although maybe there's those... Maybe we could just... There was like a scroll that increased our personality or something, or... maybe Sujamma or one of those potions make our personality, or the Telvanni bug musk, whatever. Get some of that, use it, and then go talk to the alms person. Yeah, it's strange. I've only found one person that sells it, and it was the Legion, or the Moonmoth Legion Fort. That coffee is not as good. Even though it's the same stuff. It's a little bit more bitter now. I wonder why. Maybe it's just because it's been sitting there a little bit longer. I don't know. What I do know is, like, going into that tomb, like, we got a lot of, like, man, fighting those archers and all the enchanted arrows and stuff. I'm like, dude, this is like a gold mine. How many times did I say like? A lot. But yeah, it's a gold mine. We have 13k, but don't worry, that's not going to last very long, because the minute we start using any kind of training or purchasing any training, yeah. Because we're going to want some stuff for, you know, we're going to want to keep boosting our magic.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
Oh, thank you. We're going to keep wanting to, you know, get more intelligence so we can have more magicka. Get a higher personality. I don't know if we've seen it yet. Like the Thieves Guild, personality 30, we'll need more. You know, the Acolyte, they all see, well, this is speed and agility. And it's mostly, yeah. Yep. Right, we might have to, our strength might be maxed, but we might still need more things in armor, or, you know, if the gold is burning a hole in our pocket, we might, you know, just need more, I don't know, just put more points into an axe skill or something. I just wish all my agility skills weren't like leveling skills, you know what I mean? I wish some of them were, what are they, unassigned, miscellaneous. Because at least then I could be like, oh, okay, let me put some points into agility by leveling up whatever 10 times. But we can't do that. I would assume, man, yeah, I don't know if you'd want that either. I was like, well, what if you picked like a merchant or something as a class? But then it would probably put all your personality skills into your leveling, your major or minor skills. There we go. And so then it's like, well, you're almost screwed a little bit there, because you need your personality to be better for, you know, for that reason. But I imagine that's like the slowest leveling character then. And maybe that's what you want. I don't know. I mean, even if you have enchanted weapons and stuff, it's like, what's the lowest level you could beat this game at? I've seen a speedrun, but I don't know what it means. I saw it a while ago. I just remember them leaping across the map, and then I don't even know if they talked to Dagoth Ur. They just ran in there and something and then ran somewhere else, and then the game ended. They, I don't know, fiddled with a switch or something, and that was the end. And I was like, okay. I remember them stealing the LimeWire platter. They probably went to that tax collector dude to get money, right? Because I think they needed money for something. Then there was some dude that fell out of the sky somewhere. Yeah. I have no idea. I just remember a big part of that in the middle was just like loading screens because they were going across so much of the map. See, this is really nice. It's like foggy, it's dark. I know for you guys it's super hard to see, but I mean, this looks great. If you want, you can have a torch or something, but I don't know. It's just like, look at how, and then you get into a place with light and it looks warm, you know? It's like okay, that's cool. All right, so first things first, let's sell whatever spoils we had. I don't think I should have taken the dagger.
Can you ask your question
What
quickly?
brings you here,
I must
friend?
be going.
All right, we're gonna barter. So we're gonna sell the other bone mold helm. Oh wait, never mind. You only have 25 gold. Never mind. Never mind. And if I need training, armor, heavy armor, blunt weapon. See, look, like 300. Okay. And it goes up by. It's probably not 10, it's probably a percentage. So it might go up by 10%, 20%, something like that each time. If you're talking 20%, hell, even 10%, you're talking 30. An extra 30 gold per level. If you're talking 20%, it's an extra 60, right? So you get 300, and then the next one's 360, and then the one after that is another 72, so 400. So 1,000 gold for 3 levels, basically. You know, so this 13,000 gold that I have, if you need training, yeah, it goes fast. Like there's gonna reach a point where we'll be able to pay for it, but only for certain skills and only for a couple levels. Alright, let's turn in our... Give the lady the skull.
Yes, Outlander?
And, was I supposed to buy the books? Was that the key? Okay. Tell me about the Nerevarine. Have to do a little errand. Right. The Thieves Guild, I'm done with in Balmora. I should probably finish the Fighters Guild quests. We're done with the Mages Guild in Balmora. Oh, let's
I suppose I could spare a moment or two. All right, I'm listening.
let's talk.
Good friend, this is an honor.
And you don't buy. No, you don't buy it. Strange that they give me the option to sell it to her, though. All right, we'll sell that. Sell all of these. We'll sell all the bone meal. Okay, the Drew wax is fine. Guama racer plumes. There we go. You won't buy the shoes. Will you buy the petty soul gem? No. Fair enough. Right, and you don't... It would be neat if they would get more stuff, like increase their... You know, as maybe they liked me more, or I don't know. Can we raise it by 1? Cool. I'll take it.
Var, var, var.
I don't know what that is, but it's okay. Sup, girl?
Citizen.
Citizen, yes. How about the errand? Yes. Very good, I'll just take that skull from you. Perfect for what I have in mind. Thank you. Now, as promised, I'll answer your questions on the Nerevarine cults. Go ahead. Well, let's go through the whole list just to be safe. Okay, bone meal. Duty, speak with Jira. Errand. Yes, you've completed the errand, and I'm quite satisfied. No one special. Journeyman enchanter. Okay, so he wasn't special. Necromancers. No. Necromancy. Nerevar. First age hero. Nerevarine. Ashlanders of Prophecy, legendary hero Nerevar will be reborn. Call the hero the Nerevarine. Yep. This Ashlander cult believes the long-dead hero Nerevar will be reborn to honor ancient promises to the tribes. According to legend, the prophesied Nerevarine will cast down the false gods of the Tribunal Temple. No wonder, right, they're against the Tribunal. No wonder the Tribunal wants to kill them. Restore the traditional ancestor worship practiced by the Ashlanders, and drive all Outlanders from Morrowind. Both Temple and Empire outlaw the cult, but it persists among the Ashlanders, who care little for Imperial or Temple law. Here, take this copy of my notes on the topic for Caius. Alright, Nerevarine cult notes have been added, and journal was updated. Tell me about the prophecies. Okay, there we go. That way it's a little bit less down at the bottom. Ashlander culture honors dream, visions, and prophecy, unlike the Temple and Western cults, which regard visions and prophecy as primitive superstition. Wise women interpret dreams and visions and pass them on to succeeding generations. Most common version of the Nerevarine prophecy is the Stranger. Did you know that Nerevar was known to possess a magical ring named One Clan Under Moon and Star? Nerevar swore his promise to honor ancient Ashlander traditions and land rights on this magical ring. The Nerevarine prophecy is the Stranger. And Nerevar possessed a magical ring named One Clan Under Moon and Star. You know, I'd really be interested. I know we're going to talk to Dagoth at the end, but if he actually speaks all of this stuff, that would be cool as hell, because I've seen videos of, Dagoth talks about Bethesda's shoddy work practices or stuff like that. Like little videos where they're using, text to speech with the, not deep, I don't know what it is for voices. It's not deep fake technology, but something like that. Petting my kitty over here. Petting my little manny cat. He's a little baby cat. Okay, well. Nerevar swore his promise to honor ancient Ashlander traditions and land rights on this magical ring. That would be interesting if that's why. I mean, supposedly he died in the battle, but they said triumphed over Morrowind's enemies at Red Mountain, but died in the battle. But that doesn't make any sense, because somewhere they said that he died after seeing the Tribunal come to power and he blessed them. And then he died. It's like, well, which is it? But to be fair, that's also how Christianity stuff is. I'm not a biblical scholar, but I used to, when I was basically becoming an atheist, if you want to call it that way, I was listening to a lot of this stuff, and they're like, well, here in this book they talked about Jesus being here, and in this book they talked about Jesus being here, and those contradict. And I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, there's things. But tell me about Lady. Cure common disease on other. Dispel. See, this looks like it would be really good. Dispel what, though? I'm going to purchase this because I think it's going to be important. It's 100% chance of dispel. So if I'm cursed or something. I don't know what sort of things I could have on me. I could blind maybe, or I think you can cast light on someone, so I could dispel whatever's on myself. All right. Anyway, so we got that. Delivered the skull Sharn asked for. She's agreed to tell me about the Nerevarine as the spymaster requested. Told me about the Nerevarine cult. Gave me some notes to give the spymaster. Now I should return a report. Give him these notes. And where are the notes? Nerevarine cult notes. Following our notes from Sharn to Caius, Ashlander religious cult follows the prophecies of Nerevar reborn to honor ancient promises to the tribes, to re-establish the traditions of the prophet Veloth, to cast down the false gods of the tribunal temple, and to drive all outlanders from Morrowind. Both temple and empire outlaw the cult, but it persists among the Ashlanders, despite imperial and temple repression. Because it is persecuted, it remains a secret cult, and it is hard to judge how widespread it is among the Ashlanders, or whether it has any following outside Ashlander tribes. Ashlanders firmly believe that Nerevar will return to restore the glories of ancient Resdain. Morrowind was called Resdain before the Imperial occupation. That's right, and even in that... He called them Resdainians or something like that in that one, the Sermons of Vivek, before the Imperial occupation. The Ashlanders say the great houses and the temple have abandoned the pure teachings of the prophet Veloth, forsaking ancient ancestor worship for the false gods of the tribunal, and embracing the comforts of civilization that corrupted the high elves. Temple, on the other hand, venerates Saint Nerevar, but rejects the disgusting notion that the false incarnate will walk the earth like a ghoul. Interesting. The temple honors Saint Nerevar as the greatest Dunmer general, first counselor and companion of Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil, who united the Dunmer houses to destroy the evil Dwemer, the treacherous House Dagoth, and their western allies at Red Mountain. But the Ashlanders say Nerevar promised to honor the ancient spirits and the tribal law, that who come again to honor that promise. See, this really seems like Jesus, right? The whole... I don't remember. It's like he did not come to destroy the law, but to uphold it, or something like that. They're talking about when he... Because a lot of Christians these days will say that Christianity, like, oh, the Old Testament, that's old. Jesus revoked all that stuff. Like Leviticus that talks about the laws regarding slavery, which is okay in the Bible. And stuff against gay people, how you're supposed to put them to death, especially if they're your family members. Their blood is supposed to be the first on your hands, or your hands are supposed to be the first upon them when you kill them, right? You're supposed to kill gay people, you're supposed to enslave others, and all that. And so modern day Christians are like, oh yeah, that's the Old Testament though. Jesus got rid of that when he arrived, and Jesus specifically said in the Bible, he's like, no, I didn't come to abolish the law, I came to uphold it, referring to the Old Testament. So all that stuff is still in play, which sounds like this, I don't know how many of you guys know this stuff. That's why I'm putting it out there, because it's really interesting. It's really interesting to me, and it kind of brings an extra level. I kept trying to read the Bible. I got through Genesis, I think. I've read different books like Job and some of that other stuff, but yeah, just reading it from the beginning, I was like, oh god, this is rough, because a lot of it is records of not descent, like so-and-so gave birth to so-and-so, who gave birth to so-and-so, who gave birth to so-and-so, who then bore 7 sons, and their sons are these, and they had a daughter this, and a son this, and that son gave birth to who, and and then David came from one of them, and it's like, sweet baby Jesus. That's not a pun, not intentionally at least. All right. To the Ashlanders, this means destroying the false temple and driving the Imperial invaders from the land. Nerevarine prophecies. Dream visions and prophecies are a respected tradition in Ashlander culture. I really want to know if we can go there and be like, I've had these dreams, tell me about them. The wise women and shamans take careful note of dreams and visions and pass on the tribe's legacies of vision and prophecy to their successors. By contrast, the temple and the Western faiths are suspicious of mysticism, and they regard interpretation of dreams and visions as primitive superstition. The most common version of the Nerevarine prophecy is the Stranger. The verses are obscure, as are most prophecies, but two observations are in order. First, many less well-informed scholars assume that the phrase journeyed far neath moon and star is just a cliche to suggest a very long journey, but the Nerevar of legend was known to possess a magical ring named One Clan under Moon and Star, upon which Nerevar is supposed to have sworn his promise to honor ancient Ashlander traditions and land rights. So I've watched Dagoth Wave probably 500 times, and Dagoth, at least in that, he says welcome Moon and Star, and so my thought right now is that Nerevar somehow translates to Moon and Star. Which would actually make sense, because there is a Nerevar... Wasn't there a Nerevar house? No. Nerevar is part of Hlalu, right? I don't remember. Anyway. Second, the reference to 7 curses must certainly refer to the lost prophetic verses known to the Ashlanders as the 7 curses. The Stranger. When earth is sundered and skies choked black and sleepers serve the 7 curses, to the hearth there comes a stranger, journeyed far neath moon and star. Though stark-born to sire uncertain, his aspect marks his certain fate. Wicked stalk him, righteous curse him, prophets speak, but all deny. Many trials make manifest the stranger's fate, the curse's bane. Many touchstones try the stranger, many fall, but one remains. Okay, lost prophecies. Ashlander elders complain of prophecies which have been lost to tribal memory due to the carelessness or ineptitude of earlier generations of wise women and Ashkans. I know someone named Ashkan. It's very strange. He's a Muslim. Right. Suspicious scholars wonder whether these prophecies might have been deliberately forgotten or suppressed. 3 Nerevarine prophecies in particular are said to have been lost. Number 1, the lost prophecies. Number 2, the 7 curses, and lost prophecies kind of a strange, like we're talking about lost prophecies and lost prophecies were lost. It's like, yeah, okay. 7 curses, and number 3, 7 visions of 7 trials of the incarnate. Perhaps these lost prophecies will someday be found, either in forgotten accounts written by literate travelers, or in the memories of the isolated Ashlanders, or in the secret traditions of the wise women and shamans. Yeah, it's possible they're just not telling anyone about it, like the Bean Gesserit from Dune. They have their hidden thing. Okay, so let's... do we have time to go back to Caius? And did we... Well, yeah, we can't sell to my dude in the Fighters Guild yet.
Outlander, what do you want?
Do you... Yeah, service refusal, of course. Alright, let's go to Caius. And then we'll get our next thing, which is probably gonna be...
Do I know you?
You might. My reputation's starting to build, so it's at 4 instead of 0. So people are like, who are you again? You seem familiar. Oh, that's right, you're the hero of Kvatch. That really frustrated me. It's like you beat the game and then they're like, you're the hero of Kvatch. You saved the world, but you're just known for this being this little dude. It's like, thanks for nothing.
Do you want something from me?
Yes. You did that well. Your mouth didn't even move. I guess we'll talk to you now. You here to discuss your orders, Loxley, or is there something else you want? Ah, we got a little bit extra. And these are Sharn's notes on the Nerevarine cult. Excellent. I'm promoting you to Blade's apprentice, Loxley. I'd like some time to think how this fits in with the Emperor's plans for you. So if you'd like to get in a little freelance adventuring, go ahead. But whenever you're ready, I'll have new orders for you. Okay. Oh, hand to hand. Speed. There you go. If you want to bust your speed up, we could just do some of that. Oh, he trains us in speechcraft as well. Alright, let's take a look at the journal. Okay. The Spymaster seemed happy with the notes I gave him on the Nerevarine from Sharn Gramuzgab. He said he'd like some time to think how the information fits in with the Emperor's plans for me. So if I want, I have some time to do a little freelance adventuring, but whenever I'm ready, Kai says he'll have new orders for me. Interesting. I wonder if that's sort of a, hey, this next one's going to be a little bit more difficult. Maybe make sure you're a little bit more geared up. That's cool. Let's talk to him. Oh, let's save first. All right, that was the last one. This is the new one. You're to discuss your orders? Yes. I've thought it over and I want you to interview 3 informants in Vivec City concerning the Nerevarine in Vivec City. Ah, we're going there, are we now? That's fair. Okay, so we'll probably do, before we go to Vivec, I want to handle the Caldera stuff, and I'd like to go see... Part of me wants to go to that Daedric ruin near Hlaod. Although maybe that's not a good idea. And then, but I'd like to find the other Blades trainer west of Alderun. And then there's still the Blades trainer in Caldera. And then there's the people we have to kill through the Fighters Guild in Caldera Mine or near Caldera Mine. So, yeah, I want to do some stuff before we go to Vivec. Or Vivec City, I suppose. Okay, 3 informants in Vivec City concerning the Nerevarine and the 6th house. First, I want you to... And the 6th house is... House Dagoth, right? First, I want you to speak with Adhiranir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative. Alright, cool. Because I think we're supposed to... No, I think for Thieves Guild our next assignments were Aldrune and Sadrith Mora, maybe. Not Vivec. They didn't say Vivec. Mages Guild, I think, said... Man, I don't even remember. But yeah, anyway, we're starting to branch out a little bit. It's cool. Okay, Khajiit Thieves Guild operative. Second, I want you to speak with Hulia, an Argonian in the Morag Tong. Which is interesting, right? Because the Morag Tong is like a sacred... order for the Dunmer. But then again, you know, they hire based on skill. So, right, we also have to go to Vivec to try to join the Morag Tong. Finally, I want you to speak with Mara Milo, a temple priestess. Here, I've written the details down so you won't forget. Here are 200 drakes for bribes and other expenses. Yeah, that'll get us like 2 bribes. Two medium bribes. Alright, 200 gold has been added. Mission to Vivec from Caius has been added to your inventory. I've written the details down so you won't forget. Yep. Tell me about the 6th house again. Trusted informant says there's a secret cult associated with some strange events recently. Things of recent disturbances, yeah. Okay. Alright, Kai sent me to Vivec with 3 tasks. Speak with these people. Oh, it tells you where. Khajiit, these operatives in St. Olms, an Argonian in the Foreign Quarter at the Black Shulk Corner Club, and Maramilo, a temple priestess at the Hall of Wisdom in the Temple Compound. When I have the information about the Nerevarine cult and the 6th house cult from these 3, I report back to Caius, gave me instructions in writing. Am I going to have to do tasks for each of them? Part of me hopes so. Part of me does hope so. Alright, following your notes prepared by Caius to summarize your mission to Vivek City. In Vivek, look for these 3 persons, get them to tell you what they know about the Nerevarine cult and the Six House cult. Although actually he gave us money for bribes, so maybe we're not going to get assignments from them. Each owes me a favor, and each should be willing to cooperate. Adherenier is a Khajiit and a Thieves Guild operative. She won't be easy to find, but ask around St. Olm's Canton. Folks are easily offended in St. Olm's. Be careful what you say. A little courtesy, a little coin, a little favor in the right place will get you in touch with her. Ulea is an Argonian and a Moragtong assassin. Look for him in the Foreign Quarter at the Black Shalt Corner Club. He's known around Vivek City as a lover of books and old things. Milo, is a temple priestess who works in the libraries at the Hall of Wisdom and Justice. The Hall of Wisdom and Justice is open to the public. Just walk around until you find her. Do not ask anyone at the Hall of Wisdom and Justice about Milo. I don't want to draw attention to the fact that she's talking to an outlander. Milo is a particular friend, and I don't want her to get in trouble. Crap. Might have to remember that stuff. Right, so we can't just go up to people and be like, let me ask you about all these keywords. When you've spoken with each of these persons and gotten what information they can give you, return and report to me. Do we want to go to the bookseller and look at these? They were talking about these books, right? Well, first, I suppose, before we do anything else. Okay, 2 levels. I don't know what they are, but yeah. Right, I would love more enchant-related stuff. Acrobatics 61, we need to get to 68. I mean, 68 will get us 10. If we get, like, armor... I don't know if we got an armor skill or not. I don't know. I'm not gonna... I mean, we could certainly just pay for some training for armor, but it's okay. I'm happy jumping everywhere. Not happy, but you know what I mean. What I think I do want to do... I know this sounds... Maybe it's cheating, but... I'd like to figure out how to get a house so I can at least hold all these books somewhere. They said there was 8 houses, but they're all attached to quests. But I want to do it without spoiling myself, you know? That's a question.
Do I know you?
You might. Alright, let's talk to this dude.
Yes, what is it?
Oh my gosh, you're in the way. Oh my gosh, your boobs are in the way.
Anything I can do for you?
Do you have... You could keep talking to me with that sexy voice. Did I mention I'm not gay, but I'm gonna try to become gay by drinking a bunch of Bud Light? Does that work? How many people did I just offend? Someone, I don't care. if you're offended by that, woo.
I know you.
All right, what are my thoughts? Okay, you know what? Let's do this now. I'll search for this while I'm... What does my calendar tell me to do right now? Okay. Let's search this so you guys know what I'm going to see. We're going to say Morrowind. Morrowind. How to get a house. Morrowind, how to get a house. First search result, how to get to Mournhold. Second, how to get a house. Okay, so first house results, unofficial Elder Scrolls pages. Every player home and how to unlock them. I guess we'll click on this one from the gamer.com guides. Here's how to unlock every type of player housing in the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. A lot to discover, both on Vardenfell and Solstheim. Okay, fair enough, whatever. Hundreds to visit. Lack of fast travel and quest markers, having a house There are only a few official homes that truly count as player homes, including all the amenities. Any house in Morrowind. Okay. Player housing system isn't as expansive as it is in other Elder Scrolls games. Opt to use any house that catches their eye as their home. This isn't a perfect replacement for a real home, but it's not a bad idea since other homes require a lot of work. If you kill an NPC and take their house key, you can use that home as a base of operations for free. Store your items in a random house for free by placing them on pieces of furniture as decoration, since the items you place won't disappear. Okay, first one says Indaris Manor, which looks like Aldrune, maybe? Indaris Manor is the first of 3 strongholds you can earn in Morrowind's home is massive with tons of space, which is most notable feature. 3 buildings, blah, blah, blah. Earning Indaris Manor is a challenge, but easy to overcome. You first need to become a kinsman of House Redoran. Okay, well, I think we're screwed on that. And Jesus Christ, that's a long thing. Rethen Manor, kinsman in House Hlalu. You can begin construction of Hlalu's stronghold. Okay. I don't know, but you keep... Jesus Christ. And wait, what is this? Tel Uverth? Presumably this is Telvanni? Yeah, okay. Well, just... What's the easiest one? I don't need to know about all the... Wait, we're almost at the end of this. The Factor's Estate, City of Ravenrock? Solstheim is the Blood Moon DLC. Okay, I don't. That's great. And that's the end. Wait, so is there only? How many houses are there? Only 4? Okay, we're out of that. Let's go to the Morrowind UESP page. Okay. 4 dedicated player houses in Morrowind and its expansions. Holy shit. So it's probably the one in Solstheim and the 3 Great House things. So you're basically hosed then. Is there okay, so then the next thing is how to store stuff. Squatting in vacant homes, ruins, caves, or taking over city houses will cause issues with container ownership that will flag the player's stored belongings as stolen. Access to permanent corpses. Okay, let's say okay, let's... Container ownership. Containers... Oh, interesting. Containers in Morrowind have limited capacity.
I could kill that guy. Those boots are ruined.
Okay. Containers in Morrowind have few blah blah blah. There exists no containers which respawn their contents. Okay. Any container is a safe storage place in the sense no items will disappear from them after a few days. Wait. Talked about organic containers. Maybe that's why that stump made stuff disappear. Okay, well. Alright, well. This is not super helpful. Because I might just need to sell. I might just need to be a hobo, basically permanently, and just sell all my books. That's frustrating. How are we doing on time? Not bad. Because they talked about a permanent corpse. Permanent corpses don't have the dispose of corpse option. Corpse will never disappear unless it's caused by a scripted event. Corpses with the dispose of corpse option will disappear after 3 in-game days. Corpse can hold an infinite amount of weight, and so is excellent for storage. Okay. Alright, and then there's already dead creatures. Okay. Huh. All these centurions and stuff. Alive creatures. Skeletal corpses. But these are permanent. Already dead NPCs. Alright. Wow, there's a lot. Well, okay, I'm basically screwed. Ralin Hlalo in Balmora, Hlalo Manor. So he won't disappear. So I could just store all of my books there? Is that what it's telling me? Because they won't disappear. Maybe so. Well, we'll figure it out, I guess. Where am I going? Do I want to just hop over there? Let's hop. Let's hop. Let's hop over there. Then we'll just stop right before. We'll maybe use a spell or something to unlock the door. And then we'll go in and maybe put all our books on him. And that, since he's dead... I don't know if that would count as being stolen. Okay, well.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hey, buddy, why did you walk up to me like that? You're a weirdo. I don't know. I don't know. I could put him on the body. I guess that's fine. Eventually, it's very strange, right? Because Daggerfall, my understanding is you could purchase a house in every city. Not here, I guess. Maybe here it's more structured or something. I don't know. But, then again, I guess I don't mind holding all this extra weight at the moment. I don't know. Either way, it's fine. Alright, guys, well, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. I'm just kind of have a hangnail that I'm picking at right now. Yeah, what's your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I'm gonna go with the coffee. It's Cafe Bustel. It's pretty good. It's pretty smooth. This stuff is a little bit more bitter, I guess, because it was sitting there for a bit. But so it's stronger. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. So that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys are just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.